Hello, everybody. Welcome back for our week 5 of PE. This week we are wrapping up our locomotor and non-locomotor skills. Again, this week you are going to be doing some things that are different than what we are doing in the actual classroom due to space and equipment. So you guys are going to do for your warm-up this week, you're going to do the listen and move activity. So I'm going to give you a 4 minutes to go ahead and do that warm-up activity. And I will be back in about 5 minutes to go over the rest of the activity with you. So go ahead and pause my video and go back to the classroom and click on that warm-up locomotor activity. Back. Hope you are all warmed up from your locomotor warm-up activity. So as I said earlier, we are going to be wrapping up our locomotor and non-locomotor skills this week. So you are going to click on where it says locomotor review, and this video is going to pop up in which this PE coach is going to give you a review of the locomotor skills that we talked about. So again, you're going to go ahead and pause my video and go back to our classroom and click on locomotor review. So you should have gotten a great review from that coach on the locomotor skills that I demonstrated and taught you last week. Now you're going to click on the non-locomotor review. Same thing. Same. Welcome back. Now you are going to click on the non-locomotor review and hear the same coach give you a review of our non-locomotor skills. So go ahead and pause my video to listen to his review of our non-locomotor skills. So you should have a good understanding of your locomotor skills. That is how we move to get from one location to another. And then non-locomotor is our body is moving, but we are staying in our same location. So at this point, you should have a great understanding of the difference between locomotor and non-locomotor. Don't forget to click on your grade level standard and take a review at the standard that you are working on this week. After you do that, they're also down here what are locomotor skills and what are non-locomotor skills. That's the same poster that I had up last week that you can also be a good visual for you to look at when reviewing locomotor and non-locomotor skills. And then your lesson activity for today is you're going to do some locomotor Monopoly. So hopefully you guys have played Monopoly at some point. And so it kind of works the same way, but they have incorporated some locomotor skills. So you're going to start in any of the four corners of the board. So it could be in this corner, this corner, this corner, or this corner. You are going to need to roll a dice. So you are going to need one dice, and you're going to roll the dice and move around the game board. When you land on a space, you must perform that exercise. So let's say I started here and I got a 2. So 1, 2. It says spin like a fidget spinner for 15 seconds. So if we've ever had a fidget spinner, we know it just spins around in a circle. So you're going to spin around in a circle for 15 seconds. Let's say you roll and you land on just a color. There aren't any words on some of these, there are just colors. So if you land on a color, you're going to use the locomotor skill that the color says. So if I land over here in the green, it says jump 1 lap. So I'm going to jump 1 lap around this around your area, whatever area, like if you're playing this on the table and you're able to jump around your table, you could do that. If you're playing it on the floor, in a carpet area, you could make a rectangle where you jump around. Whatever area is safest for you, just something for you to be able to move around. So depending on the color you land on, if there's no words there to tell you what to do, then you would go to the color that's listed here on the game board. So I hope you guys have a great time playing Locomotor Monopoly. Make sure at the end, okay, kind of go through and make sure that you know what these locomotor skills are and that you know how to do them correctly. All right, so that will wrap up your PE activity for this week. In class, we are using the same warm-up that we did last week. It's called Call It Macaroni, and it's like Yankee Doodle Dandy, and we are using different locomotor skills to move around in our spotted circle area. And then our game is the colored hoops, crazy hoops, and there are hula hoops, and each kid's going to have their own hula hoop, and there are going to be a bunch of bean bags spread out in the middle, and each student will have their own scoop. And when the music's playing, they are going to move around in the locomotor skill that I give them. And their job is to collect one beanbag at a time and bring it back to their hula hoop. When the music stops, they're going to stop, right? We'll take a look at how many they have. We'll change the locomotor skill. We'll change the direction. Sometimes they'll take from the middle. Sometimes they can take from other people's hoops. So if you want to do something like that for your activity, that will work as well. You could use maybe socks instead of bean bags. You could make your own circle area with string and just kind of work on moving back and forth as you're collecting those items using different locomotor skills. But the biggest thing is you want to make sure that you understand what locomotor and non-locomotor skills are and how to do each of those locomotor skills. All right, so have a great time on whichever activity you choose to do, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Have fun!